Sure, Rob, the last time these two men stood face to face was 4 years ago during a pair of debates when Donald Trump was trying to convince voters to give him another term in the office. This was Joe Biden's chance. The two candidates going toe to toe to make their case to the American people. In what could be a pivotal night in the presidential race, Joe Biden and Donald Trump taking the stage, tackling the key issues of this campaign, starting with the economy, both candidates blaming the other.
Didn't do much at all. By the time he left, things were in chaos, literally chaos.
He has not done a good job. He's done a poor job, and inflation's killing our country.
On abortion, Trump said he would not block an abortion pill, but the candidates sparred sharply over the impact of Roe v. Wade being overturned, each appealing to their base.
Right now, the states control it. That's the vote of the people. Like Ronald Reagan, I believe in the exceptions, but I believe in the exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother.
No politician should be making that decision. A doctor should be making those decisions. That's how it should be run. That's what you're going to do. And if I'm elected, I'm going to restore Roe v. Wade.
On immigration, the moderator's talking about the impact of the southern border policies on Chicago and other cities dealing with thousands of migrants. Biden, whose campaign says he is battling a cold, said that 40% fewer people are now legally coming across the border, but he struggled with his answer.
It's better than when he left office. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look, we had the safest border in the history of our country. The border, all he had to do was leave it.
The candidates also going back and forth on the January 6th Capitol attack, Trump's felony convictions, and the wars in Ukraine and Gaza. Trump frequently making false claims, but tonight, Democratic sources telling ABC News' Jonathan Karl that this was not a good night for Biden and that there are serious concerns. But the question is how voters evaluate this debate. That's something that we'll have to see in the days to come.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.